The Facebook world has drastically changed in the past couple of years. Back in the day, mediocre creatives with very smart media buying tactics were enough for you to turn a profit. But the level of content required now to grab someone's attention and satisfy Facebook's algorithm has become so high that creatives have become the focal point for most agencies and businesses. Before we start analyzing your creatives and telling you what you can do with this information, we want to make sure you lay the right foundation to build a winning creative strategy. First, you must make sure you know your ICP and their pain points. And based on that, you can define your messaging and create powerful offers. Once you've covered all of that, you need to understand how your creative strategy has been working so far. That's the main thing we'll cover in this exact video. So let's show you how to utilize creative insights to perform this analysis and build a true data-driven creative strategy. Now, what are we seeing? In this case, I'm looking at the last 30 days. When I'm actively working and optimizing the ad account or letting my automation tactics do it for me, I tend to look at the last 3 to 7 and sometimes even 14 days. However, in this case, I hope to get valuable insights from my creative team to produce better ads moving forward. To have statistical relevance, I went for the last 30 days as a time frame. Keep in mind, you can also change the KPIs you see in the top widget. What metrics should you look at when it comes to creatives? Of course, ROAS and revenue are your business bottom line. And these are the most important metrics since they mean the person eventually made a purchase. However, since you still have your website and a few stages between the click on the ad and the purchase itself, it's wise to utilize a few other metrics too when assessing your creative performance. Outbound CTR, cost per outbound click, watch time, and thumbs up ratio, which is the number of people who watch your ad longer than 3 seconds, divided by the total number of impressions. First of all, you're greeted with an overview of all creative formats. Within seconds, I can see if I tested all the possible formats. It's crucial to test multiple formats because that's the best way to ensure maximum reach. Also, how would you know which format is best for you if you haven't tested them all? Our first impression here is that we are not testing enough video ads. And in 2022, that's not a sustainable creative strategy. Also, we only have one DPA running and very few carousel ads, so maybe it'll be good to tell our creatives team to produce some more ads in these formats for testing. Notice the higher ROAS we got from our DPA ad and the few short videos. These are, in general, very strong creative formats for e-commerce, so we definitely want to create more of those. If you don't have a creative team or need help producing more creatives for testing, we have a creative production service called Sparkle. It's a service many of our customers leverage to level up their creative game. Check out the link below in the video to find out more. Now, I want to show you something super cool. When you scroll down, you'll reach our creative matrix, where you can see all your individual ads graded by spend and revenue. You can of course change the KPIs again to any of the other KPIs we mentioned above. In the graph itself, you have 4 quadrants aiming to give you some actionable advice. The getting started quadrant is quite straightforward. Little spend, little revenue. These are mostly new ads, so we still need to give them some time and spend to build momentum. With the right creative testing setup, you shouldn't have too many ads in this quadrant. If you do, that means many of your ads don't get any spend because you probably tested completely different ads within the same ad set. However, when testing creatives, you should only run variations of the same ad which differ only slightly within the same ad set. Next, continuing clockwise, we have the scalable quadrant, where you'll find ads that spend relatively little money but have achieved above average revenue. Ultimately, these are the ads you want to scale. I'll ignore the time-sensitive offer ads, which I can't scale anymore, and look at image ads number 55 and 38, which have been driving incredible ROAS and purchases. Next up are our core performers. This means high revenue, high spend. These are your top guns. You want to share these ads with your creative team and educate them on what really works for your account so they can produce more of exactly that same type. And again, try to understand what format, style, and messaging characterize these ads and use that knowledge when building new ones. Our best example here would be our DPA ad. Note that the core performers quadrant doesn't go all the way to the right. It only applies to the green zone. Once you cross over to the white and even red zone, you enter the realm of overspending. Check out those two image ads. They're not performing so well anymore and might be suffering fatigue. So maybe it's time to lower the budgets and even pause them. Let's remember them and check their trends later. You can also click See All Creatives to view all the creatives you use and their performances one by one. Now I want to show you another unique feature we developed for you. We call it Smart Filter and allows you to segment by funnel stage, ad type, audience demographic, and countries. That's super powerful if you want to tailor your creatives to audience segments and show different ads to different people. Before we leave the creative matrix, I want to show you something else. You have the ability to zoom in by adjusting the max and minimum spend. In this account, I think it makes sense because you can see quite a lot of ads accumulating in the bottom corner of the matrix. We want to see their performances more clearly. When zooming into ads that spend maximum $1,000, you can have a look at the ads that have probably been launched not so long ago. We notice some ads that are overspending, so we'd like to write them down as well. Last but not least, we have our AI tags widget. We have computer visioning technology in place to scan all your creatives, images, videos, and carousels. Our system identifies every element you've used in those creatives and shows you the performance of each of those elements. This way, you can understand whether an element drives profit, meaning higher revenue percentage than spend, or not. For example, I worked with a supplement brand in the past, and we discovered that lightning from thunderstorms did really well in some of their ads. Consequently, they incorporated it into their branding and corporate identity, so definitely worth playing around with this tool. Now let's utilize our insights and scale our scalable ads. You might be asking yourselves, but how can I actually go about scaling those ads? I can't control its budgets. But what you can do is you can make sure these ads are running in all ad sets, increasing their read estate, and with that, improve ad set performance and increase the spend on these exact ads. So if you see in your account ads that are in the scalable quadrant and show consistently high performance, you can push them into more ad sets. For that, select the ad you want to scale, click on Open an Ad Launcher, and voila! You can see this ad with all the pieces of ad copy, and you can choose the best combination you want to run. Your pieces of copy are sorted by performance, the best right at the top. This green card shows you that this ad has been running with this creative so far. And look how it's not running in so many ad sets. Click on this card. Also, do you see how your best ad copy is not running with this creative? Yet another strong opportunity to improve performance by launching a new strong ad combination. Let's click on the plus, and with these two ads selected, move on to the next step. Here you can see that for the ad that was already running, the system automatically deselects the ad sets that already have this ad in them to avoid running the same ad twice in the same ad set. And for the ad that we created from scratch, it selects all campaigns and ad sets. Alright, that's Creative Insights for you. I hope you followed along and did the same type of analysis I did for my account here for yourself. What creative formats should you produce more of? Which ads do you want to share with your creative team as good and bad examples? Did you launch your scalable ads into all your ad sets? Yes? That sounds like a good day of work for me. Now, of course, creatives are just one side of the equation. Make sure to check out our Ad Copy Insights video and learn how you can create incredible ad copy to go with your creatives. Or just let our AI copywriter do it for you. See you there.